Most men ignore the signs, not because they are blind, because they do not want to see them. Look, I am going to be straight with you today. This is not a video about being paranoid or suspicious of every woman you meet. Most women are honest most of the time. But there are specific behavioral patterns that research on deception and communication psychology has documented consistently. Patterns that show up when someone is not being fully truthful with you. And knowing what to look for is not about distrust. It is about having accurate information so you can make clear decisions rather than confused ones. So let me walk you through the 5 most common ones. Subscribe and drop a like right now. This channel is built for men who want honest information about the dynamics they are actually living in. And if you want to go deeper, grab a copy of my ebook, Magnetic Masculinity. This book covers additional principles that go deeper than what I can include in a YouTube video. The platform has guidelines around certain content, and some of the more specific, advanced material works better in a format where I have more room to give you the full context. If you want the complete picture, the link is in the description below. Here is what happens to most men in this situation. Something feels off. They sense it. Their gut is telling them something does not add up, but they cannot point to anything specific. And because they cannot point to anything specific, they talk themselves out of trusting what they feel. They tell themselves they are overthinking it. They tell themselves they are being insecure. And they keep investing in something that is quietly draining them without being able to name exactly why. The patterns in this video are not about confirming your worst fears. They are about giving you something specific to look for so you can stop living in the fog of not knowing. Here are the 5 patterns. 1. Her story keeps changing in small ways. The core of the story stays the same, but the details shift, the time changes, the person involved changes. Something that was said one way yesterday is said differently today. Small inconsistencies on their own mean nothing, but a consistent pattern of small inconsistencies across multiple conversations means the story is being constructed rather than remembered. 2. She becomes defensive before you ask anything suspicious. You ask a completely normal question: where she is going, who she was with, how something went, and the response is disproportionately defensive. Genuine defensiveness is a response to accusation. Preemptive defensiveness is a response to guilt. When someone gets defensive before you have said anything suspicious, they are reacting to something you do not know about yet. 3. Her body language and her words do not match. She says she is fine, but her body is closed off. She says she is happy, but something in her face is tight. She says she wants to be there, but she keeps looking toward the exit. Dr. Paul Ekman's research on micro-expressions found that genuine emotion and performed emotion produce measurably different facial and physical responses. The body almost always tells the truth, even when the words do not. 4. She is vague specifically about things she used to be specific about. She used to tell you details about her day, her plans, her friends. Now, when you ask, she gives you short answers that technically answer the question but leave out everything that would allow you to verify or follow up. Vagueness is not always deception, but targeted vagueness, being vague about specific topics while being detailed about everything else, is a pattern worth paying attention to. 5. She mirrors your questions back instead of answering them. You ask a direct question. Instead of answering, she asks why you want to know. Or she asks if you trust her. Or she turns the conversation into a discussion about your insecurity rather than her behavior. This is a well-documented deflection pattern. The conversation moves away from the original question before it ever gets answered. And if this happens consistently across multiple conversations, the deflection itself becomes the information. Here is what I want you to take from all of this. One pattern in isolation is not evidence of anything. People have bad days. People are distracted. People get defensive for reasons that have nothing to do with you. But a cluster of these patterns, showing up consistently across multiple interactions, is information you deserve to act on. Not with anger, with calm, honest conversation. Ask directly what you need to know. Say clearly what you have noticed, and then watch how she responds to that conversation. Because how someone handles being asked an honest question tells you more about them than almost anything else. You deserve clarity, and clarity starts with having the framework to see what is actually in front of you. Like this video and subscribe for more honest content, and grab the Magnetic Masculinity ebook in the description for the complete guide on reading people clearly, having honest conversations. Link is below.